Salutations! Welcome to my own brothers.
You did it on purpose.
I tried to do it perfectly every time.
Right before you started,
I tried to do
I
it
know you guys
perfectly.
did it wrong, and then I was like, oh, maybe he'll do it right this time.
I did it right.
Mine
the audience can
was
be
different.
The
You normally
judge.
it goes, greetings, salutations, welcome to my own brother.
No, I don't. Nah,
No,
I
no,
go, welcome
wait.
to my own
Now I lost
brother.
it. Welcome to my own brother. Because it originally was my own brother. But you said my weird on that one.
No, you're so stupid.
You can't even get your own catchphrase right.
I probably don't say it right the same. There's no right. I probably don't say it exactly the same in any of the episodes.
Greetings, salutations, welcome to my own brother. Yeah.
Greetings, salutations, welcome. See, now you're making me think of it.
You had it right.
Welcome to my own brothers. Now I can't think of it because you're
Perfect. Perfect.
I do it the same every time. I don't
think
try to do
you
it differently ever.
I think you just don't remember.
Today's a very special episode.
Looks like a spooky Halloween episode. We got a long ghost in front of us.
Tis the season. Today's a special episode because we are going to do something special.
Ooh, that's what that
You
means.
didn't fix this.
Because I hate it and I don't care. The hate, this blanket pushes me too far forward.
I have to, this is a problem because like last episode I realized I was blocked out the whole time.
Yeah, you gotta have to strategically place it, or it doesn't block your beautiful face.
So everyone else is always doing things in podcasts. So Nathan and I thought we'd do something.
Because normally we don't do anything. We just sit here and yell at each other.
And then people are always eating food and talking about how they like food. So Nathan and I are going to do a food episode.
Most
What's it called?
people inside the internet would call it mukbang.
Oh, I was going to say review, but it's not
Mukbang.
going to be that.
I think it's Japanese, and it means
Intelligent.
eating food in front of people or something.
And I want you all to take a moment to not take for granted the high quality of the audio, because you might all remember in My Own Brother, all the episodes were awful except for those two that we
It's funny
shot.
because it has been so long now that we've had good audio that I forgot about how atrocious this
Don't
footage,
take it for granted.
the footage and the sound of what used to be in My Own Brother and even My Own Brothers, the beginning of this. Now,
Don't take it for granted.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
This is what
It
your
wouldn't look like it.
This is what your Patreon support is going to.
Thank you. Well, you need to break $100. What do you have?
I had
$80?
broken $100 and then everyone went away. But then
If anyone's still watching,
a couple of people came in
tell
that
your
were
friends.
new. So yeah, if you're inclined.
these videos get at least 1,000 views. If 1,000 people could give $1, that would be more money than Chef has ever had. $1,000 a month would be incredible for him. That's $1.
Unearthly.
Just think about like if Netflix upped their subscription by $1. Would you keep it? You probably
They
would.
did.
They did. Oh, they did that?
Yeah, didn't the prices
Oh,
go
I
up?
don't know.
Was it this year or
Well,
last
I
next
just
year?
assume-
They're going up. Either
I'm
they
saying,
did
Hulu or anything you normally subscribe to. If it had, this is watching this for free, and unfortunately, Netflix doesn't need money. We do. And if we were popular enough, we would just give it away.
And people are going to say, like, well, I get hundreds of shows on Netflix. It doesn't matter because the point is people,
Pay the people who are starving if you can.
Everything costs
And
money.
then if we get rich someday when we sell a show, we'll just do this for free, and we'll give you money.
I mean, we're doing it for free anyway. I mean,
Most people watch it for free.
I mostly enjoy doing this.
It's really crappy to have to say, do you mind donating? Because it's not a good position to be in. No one wants to say that. But we have to. Otherwise, we don't get to do this and we don't get to live inside it anymore. So thank you to those who do pay.
Time for the revelance of the secret food review. Oh, wait.
We need to move our microphones if we want to.
We gotta cut to the field report first. Actually,
Oh, yeah, we
Just
gotta reveal
remember.
what's even going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna be enjoying a dinner of champions this evening because we'll
Dinner.
be having breakfast for dinner. So
And not only that, we will be eating special breakfast that we never allow ourselves to eat. Stuff that we used to eat when we were
treat.
younger.
It's
A special
rare.
treat.
It's rare, but ooh, I bet that sounded pretty good. Let's cut to the field report to check out
What the heck's going on
what's
around
going
here?
on around here.
It's not a waste of plastic at all.
Oh,
It's something you truly could use.
Familiar location, back in the
Oh, I broke it.
cereal aisle. So hard to focus this lens now.
They always have the best stuff in the store near the cereal.
This lens is tight.
I kind of want to get this. These are fun.
Wow. Well, here we are, as promised, getting ourselves some tasty cereal to enjoy.
So many options.
So many options. We'll check back in after we find the ones that we want. I'm gonna have a hard time making up my mind tonight. I'll tell you what.
Too many
I crave these sometimes.
Honey nut. Hey, it's the lady we were just talking
Oh,
about.
we were just talking about her.
That's weird.
Oh, you can't see because this lens, man, this is hard to focus now. I think it's like kind of damaged.
They have. Oh, I thought they had like mascots for Kicks now. They don't. It's just a time.
What do you guys think? Will it be Kicks? Will it be Lucky Charm?
Can't have any of that. Can't have candy
Tricks,
bars.
Tricks.
in
I'm gonna
cereal
get
bowl.
anything. I'm getting anything. This is
Anything? You're gonna get a naughty
this is
treat?
a special. That was a special.
What is the point of this? Get whatever we want. Our dreams desire.
Yes, for like their food review.
You're not
Everyone.
gonna feel bad for your body after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I'm only gonna have a bowl, and I'll try to get Helen.
the best
I'll get
toys.
Helen to eat the rest of it.
Just give it to her.
She's coming to visit.
She's gonna want cereal if she doesn't eat mine too. I can't get junk. I can't do something like that.
Oh,
But junk
Raisin
for
Bran
me
Crunch.
is Special K is junk for me.
Ooh, these.
Optimal
This could be an option.
body.
Donuts. Dried donuts, basically, just freeze dried donuts.
Is that donuts?
Hostess donuts.
These are powdered. Oh my!
Yeah,
Hostess
it is.
has no business making a cereal. Although I guess cereal itself is a dessert, so maybe they do have more business than everyone else.
I mean, yeah, I don't eat cereal for breakfast. I eat it as a dessert after dinner.
When are they just gonna basically just stuff pancakes and waffles in a box and be like, just pour some milk on them? Because that's what they're doing. Eventually, you're gonna see Snickers bars, the cereal. And they'll just put breadcrumbs
They
on
do. They made the Reese's Pieces cereal.
They got spit on.
The Reese's peanut butter cup.
They have Reese's peanut butter cereal.
Yeah, you never seen that? It was like new for a while. Which
I
is
guess
here.
it's because
Here it is. Oh wait, no, it's not.
when you get older, you start to go.
Oh look, they
my
made
God.
peanut butter pops.
Look, it's just filled with chocolate.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
funny how when I was a teen, I would have never thought anything about that. I would have thought it was cool.
Ooh,
now
Apple
I'm like,
Jacks?
ugh.
Golden grams?
Why did I? You know, being healthy is not something to brag about. It's a curse.
Nothing to brag
It's
about.
something to be upset about. When you truly want to be healthy, it's torture and it's lousy, and you don't get to have any fun in your life. You don't get to enjoy anything.
Yeah, then everything's bad
I wish I
suddenly.
just didn't care and I could eat anything.
Well, we'll just see what we're going to be eating in just a short moment.
What
know what to get.
will he get?
This is a painful experience for me every time. Because I want everything. I want to taste it. I want a bowl of Cheerios, you know? And then I also want a bowl of Cookie Crisp and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So get them all. Maybe your Patreon
Cereal's big money.
can buy you a box of cereal.
Maybe.
Cereal is pretty expensive. Well, Cheerios seem pretty cheap.
I mean, this is on sale,
Oh,
$3.39.
get this, $2 cereal. That's your option. Kroger.
More exciting than that. Kroger is apparently going to stop selling something.
Seth was saying how this whole aisle is the size of the entire grocery stores in London that he goes to.
True.
These used to be called supermarkets in the 50s, and now they're just called markets because now they have actual supermarkets that are enormous. Look at,
Pebbles, that's not bad.
And,
You can read that very often.
look at this. It's just, look at all this cereal. This is unbelievable. Really. It's just a bunch of, it's not even food, it's just products.
Nobody buys that. How is it even priced that high?
You forget what city we live in. You know who buys it? She buys it.
Yeah, right, because she's got a total of all the money in the world in her
Yeah.
bank account.
That's who buys it. All her friends.
All right, we'll be back to show you what we decided on.
Welcome back.
Wow.
So now you're all wondering.
It's always really great to see us out in the world.
out in the world, existing
The high
life-
production
existing
value. This
life.
podcast goes outside. Documentary, investigative research going on out there.
Existing life.
Researching all the greatest cereals we could
I
ever
bet
purchase.
you're all wondering, what did they choose? What of all those hundreds of varieties did they decide to come home with?
I went with the thing that I always pick. I wanted to get a good old garbage junk cereal, and I kind of did. but I can't bring myself to do that when I truly love
the Revalence
Raisin Nut Bran.
And I got 8 different cereals.
All of them.
Because I couldn't make up my mind. Because I was being indecisive.
And we have our milk on ice.
Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, Coke Krispies, Apple Jacks, Pops, and then they repeat it again. Oh yeah, and then
we jammed these ices in a bowl, and they aren't even touching the ice.
I forgot to bring my knife. I had my knife, and then I forgot it.
There, now it's touching.
Is this ice sharp?
You can't open the cereal. He's trying. I wish you could get a good shot of this. He's opening cereal with ice. Is it working? No. I wonder why. Because it's ice.
Didn't work.
Use this.
Oh, wait. I can use my friend. This is my friend.
Oh. A pin from your lover. I'm going to start diving in here.
Well, I chose this pin, actually, but she... No, I paid for this one. I actually paid for this thing.
Got my mic nice and close. This is pretty good. We should eat every episode. Should eat something different every episode. If you guys like this, let us know, and maybe we'll eat some other type of food.
Like a Christmas gift. Wow.
I do that, and then I try to knock in as many raisins as I can after. Raisin Nut Bran is so good. I mean, the way they coat the raisins, it is garbage cereal.
I was kind of craving this one the most. Apple Jacks.
How many grams of sugar in this? 14 grams. That's pretty low for a box of cereal.
Mine has 9 grams.
In that tiny box?
I mean, yeah.
This is a big box.
Less than yours.
Wait, yeah, but this also
you probably have
a quarter of the size or more, less.
You probably have 28 grams because you probably did 2 servings. Because the serving's like 3/4 of a cup.
Maybe.
Oh, this bowl was made in Common Clay Pottery Studio.
Where is that?
England Town.
Did you make that bowl yourself?
I made it with the assistance of the clay master Carla.
Oh, Fee 2.
She helped me.
Carla, a woman I fell in love with.
You can go to Common Clay Instagram and see all the great offers she has.
I wonder how Cheffet's girlfriend feels about me saying I love her friend, even though I've never met her. She's a married woman too. She's not. Will not allow me to love her.
I mean, you don't have to put it in there. Wow! What a feast! I'm excited about this.
Interesting.
And then we're gonna eat this food and just tell you how we feel about it, because that's what everybody else seems to be doing. It smells
you can
good.
hear us chewing. Probably sounds real good.
Half the joy, or 3/4 of the joy for me, is sniffing it. I love smelling. Do you know the other day I was moved into euphoria almost?
I sniff. You were moved into euphoria
almost.
from sniffing?
Mm-hmm. Because people are going to hate this episode because we're eating on it.
People
It smells good too because I built a little spout, so when you eat cereal, you can pour the rest of the milk into your mouth.
I hate that.
Afterward.
That's gross.
What?
I never drink the after milk.
Yeah, well, you're wasting the planet because...
But I don't pour enough in to have there be any of that.
Right. Every time you eat cereal, I see it in the sink. He's a liar.
Not anymore.
Lying. Or I'm going to see that bowl after this.
I often now pour in a little bit until the milk's all gone. I can't bring myself to drink it, but I can eat it.
I was making a pizza the other day. And it was in the oven. And I was standing over it, sniffing it. And it smelled so good. It reminded me of like sleepovers and like pepperoni pizza and like having fun.
That's the best way to go on a diet.
A state of bliss, just smelling.
If you don't want to gain weight and you just want to get
in the oven
the flavor of the food that makes you not on your diet, all you have to do is sniff it.
Or,
sniffing truly is just like eating.
Even if you're not on a diet,
if you want to deprive
and
yourself,
you're like our friend Jared, who tries to refrain from eating sugary foods, he just goes into the donut place with us and sniffs.
That's what I'm saying. It works.
And he says he feels satisfied partially. You're not satisfied. You're still craving the feeling of the food in your body.
I've done it. It's worked. Going into a donut place or sniffing a cake, I've sniffed it. Is that the word? Sniffed Hostess before, and I've gone, oh, because like you go through the process and you can imagine in your head what it tastes like,
part of it,
and you go, oh yeah.
But you still want
every time you eat that Hostess, it's good for when you're chewing it, and then once you swallow it, you go, ugh, it wasn't that good. Why'd I even eat it?
Yeah, but it doesn't feel good in your body, but it feels good in your mouth.
No, but you think the flavor's gone. The whole brief moment of the taste is so fleeting that it didn't even matter. It was so quick. unless I can taste that flavor in my mouth for an hour straight, it's not truly worth it. So sniffing.
Yeah, that's why people keep eating for an hour.
Well, yeah, I can't do that. That's insanity. They make you feel sick. And it also ruin your body.
Wow.
So I have sniffed, and it has prevented me from eating foods.
I've been in phases too where I have on a sugar fast and I'll sniff stuff and it makes it like sort of satisfying, but it's also a tease.
Teasing yourself is fun though. I love depriving myself of things.
Oh my
God,
that's not a good thing.
There's a satisfaction.
This tastes pretty good.
In knowing that I'm not being, I am conquering the thing and it's not conquering me.
It's not me when we used to go camping when I was a kid. And mom and dad would get us these little boxes of cereal.
Yeah, so that's said, I'll get the camping ones.
Yeah.
And I realized that's only makes sense to us probably because I don't think
the producers are telling us we have to cut to a commercial. You have to hold that thought.
Oh, all right.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, it's for Apple. Hey, it's for Jack. Give me a beat that's actually sweet. Big crunchy Apple Jacks.
Kellogg's Apple Jacks, made with real apples. An appley sweet part of this complete breakfast.
Fun to eat and aptly sweet. Kellogg's Apple Jacks.
Coming at you free, your own wacky wall walker. It tumbles and crawls down walls and even glows in the dark. It's wacky and free in Apple Jacks.
And we're back. Thanks for those messages from our sponsors. What were you saying? That
I don't think most people associate this with camping. We used to take these with us camping. That's the only time we ever saw these boxes was on camping trips. So I always thought they were for going camping with. But they're just. But then when I started shooting on TV shows and stuff, they always have these at craft services in case someone just wants one little bowl of cereal.
wants to go camping.
And I started thinking, why do they have camping ones? And now it's like a distant memory because I'm so used to seeing them everywhere now on sets and stuff that I forgot about the camping thing. So when you said that tonight, I was like, oh yeah, these were for camping. So get a camping cereal.
If anybody's wondering why Nathan is in an extremely bizarre outfit,
What are you talking
maybe
about?
we could answer that question too.
I'm not in a bizarre outfit. I'm in fabric. Where are you
Long
in?
underwear. Old Prospector Silver John.
You're wearing fabric. I'm wearing fabric.
Fabric can mean a lot of different things. By the way, do you have undergarments on? Do you have undergarments on?
Yeah.
Because Nathan normally around the house doesn't wear undergarments, and we can see things that don't belong to us.
They belong.
That was pretty good. Let me tell you my opinion about that. I sure enjoyed it because it was full of sugar, and then I'll feel like crap after in about 15 minutes. But it was a fun time. I enjoyed the nostalgia trip, pretending I was eating camping food.
I don't think I can make it to my special round.
You get a big bowl.
I think I put too much in here.
Let me tell you another story about Jared.
Well, Jared, wait, did you even say Jared's name before?
I said about Jared talking about the got a bubble in my throat. I didn't bring water to this session. What was I saying?
Wow, really?
I know.
Always
Too many
water.
things to think about in this episode. Producers are always on my case, trying to get me to hurry up and get it done. What was I saying about Jared? That he what?
Another thing about Jared.
We were
was
talking
what
about
you said.
Jared and food. I don't know. You guys remember because I just said it a minute ago. But anyway, another thing about Jared is that I was talking to him on the phone yesterday, and
Elusive Jared.
strange thing happened to him. This is very bizarre. And
Really?
It's no wonder that it's October.
Did we mention that Jared? No wonder it's October. Well, I want to hear this one. Did we mention that Jared to everyone that he lives in a house for $4,500 a month?
Don't tell people how much his rent is.
When he was,
We're going to have to bleep that out.
nobody knows who he is or where he lives. It doesn't even matter. It does not matter. He is the least. You can not find him on the internet anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm only saying it because he has an astronomical amount of rent now. When we lived with him, he complained about paying $275.
No, it was $315.
But then when Brad moved in, it was $275, and that was still too much.
Yeah. Or no, maybe
Remember
it was
that?
$315 and then it went to $315, I think.
No, it was $275. I remember. It was $315 to $275. When we first moved to California,
200?
we had 4 of us living in a 2-bedroom guest house. Our rents was like $325 each.
$1,300.
It was $1,300 total. What's that divided by 4?
3, 6, 9, 12, 25. I think it was $350 each when we
Something like that. It was $300 something. Then our friend Brad moved in. A 5th one of us. We built a 3-decker bunk bed fort thing.
Oh, it must have been less than $350.
I had a drawbridge. I wish I had pictures of that drawbridge of the first bunk bed.
There might be a picture of
Anyway,
that house.
that was the first place we ever lived in California, almost 15 years ago, and I miss it so much. And we spent $275 a month.
Yeah,
I now
when
spend.
Brad, the fifth person was made.
I now spend $1,500 a month.
And I used to have a fascinating fact. This
If
man
you're
spent-
spending under $1,000, you're stealing where you live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, definitely. $1,000 is like totally normal.
That's as low as you can get nowadays. But you gotta live with 100 people.
But also, an interesting fact about that house: 5 people, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it.
24-year-old guys taking dumps.
I found it fascinating that because each of us bought a 5-pound jar of peanut butter every week, and we ate the whole jar of peanut butter every week.
Our peanut butter jars were
Not
like
that big, but it was
5
5
pounds is big.
No, it's like this.
Whatever. It was enormous. We all ate them, cleared them out every week. We
So
eat
anyway,
like 4
we
sandwiches a
each
day.
ate 5 pounds of peanut butter every week.
And all that
Therefore,
bread?
25 pounds of peanut butter was going through the toilet every week.
It's funny when you math it out.
So I thought that was pretty fun.
Well, cheap Jared is now living alone, and all these weird things
Well, he's
seem
not
to
cheap
happen to him.
anymore.
Didn't he say he found a car
Spending all that money
in the river
So
behind
a
him?
story about Jared, being October, no surprise here, is that so he lives alone, and he went out and walked the dog, right? So in the morning he gets up, whatever. He has his breakfast. He gets his fork or spoon, whatever he eats with. He goes out and he eats his oatmeal or his fruit. He has frozen fruit for breakfast every morning, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and then he walks the dog, and he comes back home, and he puts this fork back that he took in the morning. And when he opens the drawer, like a beer cozy, foam cozy, you put the beer, like kind of popped out and stood up because it was like stuffed in the drawer. And he doesn't own this thing. And it wasn't in there an hour and a half
He doesn't
earlier.
drink beer.
Yeah, he doesn't drink beer. I mean, I guess you could use it for soda or whatever. But he doesn't own this thing. It wasn't in there an hour and a half before when he took his fork out to eat his breakfast. So he came home and
I
he put
wonder
his
if
fork...
it was like stuck up under the drawer.
I thought that too, but like he's been in the house forever.
Maybe it finally fell down. Maybe it might get stuck
I
up.
don't know. It was weird. And then he
But
said,
that's like a foam
he
thing.
thought
can't
someone
get
was
that
pranking.
flat.
He's like, I thought maybe you were pranking me or something. You thought maybe sent somebody over the house to hide something on. He's like, then I thought it's not really like a great prank, so he probably wouldn't have done. So like this thing mysteriously, and he asked his mom too, because sometimes his mom comes over, brings some random stuff. She's like, no, I haven't been to your house today.
Whoa.
Random thing
He's
appeared.
got a drunk ghost in his house.
That was weird. And then he said, he's like, so somebody put it in there. I don't know who did it or whatever. He's like, but good thing they didn't put it 3 drawers down because I have $1,500 cash in that drawer. And then he said, he's like,
what? In the kitchen?
he goes, I think I have to move it again. I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, I used to have it hidden in another way. Jared used to keep, is that thing not tight? Is it falling over?
It's because I moved the box away from the
You gotta,
couch.
yeah, you gotta keep it against the couch. And then he says, he goes, yeah, I used to hide all. He's gonna kill me for telling him. Nobody knows where he lives. He goes, I used to hide it all in the microwave. He used to take all his
What a bad start.
thousands and thousands of dollars in the microwave because he goes, I never used the microwave, so I figured I just put it in there. He's like, if someone runs your house, the last place they're gonna look is the microwave.
That's a good point.
And I was thinking, Jared, what if like you accidentally like thought you were setting the timer and you set the cook time?
And
started
fried his money.
You started to fry your money. He goes, oh yeah, good point.
He
Maybe you
wouldn't
shouldn't
do that though.
I don't know what it would
He
do.
doesn't.
Like,
He would have never
burn the
used
edges.
the microwave for anything.
No,
He
but
wouldn't have
for
a timer.
timer.
He wouldn't. What's he gonna time anything for?
Cooking. I always use a timer on the microwave.
He eats tater tots.
No,
This
he
is
cooks
most
food.
he cooks.
He cooks food. So anyway, and then he goes, yeah, it might shrink and look like Monopoly money after.
We gotta have Jared on. We talk about Jared so much. He's like almost seems like a fake person.
Oh my god!
It's
Good
like-
thing they didn't look 3 drawers down. $1,500.
It's like on
cash.
the Cosby Show. What's that kid always said? My brother says.
Oh yeah.
And then
Willis or what?
No, it was that kid's friend, and there was Cockroach or whatever. No, he saw him.
Yeah.
There's always someone you hear about on TV shows. You never get to see him. That's Jared.
Well,
Well, that reminds me of a thing that I have done many times. Before I reveal my little surprise here, I'll tell you this story.
I haven't had this in forever.
I would take money because I would have cash in the house as well.
Molasses. That's old time good.
That's 1900s. I would take money. I had cash. I used to put my cash in my bureau drawer. And I thought, oh, this is too obvious of a place to keep my cash. If the house ever gets robbed, everyone checks the top dresser drawer every time. So I started hiding my cash in shirt pockets like this. and hanging it up in my closet. And then I would genuinely forget about it because I forget about everything.
Too many shirts.
And oftentimes throughout the year, I'd put a shirt on and be like, "What the heck?" And I'd find $500 in my pocket. It was always a good amount of money. It was over.
Remember that time that
it was a good savings account.
A savings.
But I've also lost many shirts, and I gave that one shirt to Tig. The shirt that I bought from you.
Shirt.
I wonder if
you didn't put your money.
I wonder
in
if she ever
there.
found $400
She would have
in her
told you.
pocket.
She would have told you.
She's got all kinds of TV shows. She probably just thinks it's a check from a TV show.
A check.
They paid her cash.
Oh my god. So one time you told me about. I paid Nathan like. Oh god, what did I pay you
For the flannel?
No, I
it
paid
was
you
all the
like
way around.
$700 or something. I paid him rent or something in Harvard. I mean in Santa Monica, and then I don't remember how much it was. And then one day you were like looking through your drawer for something, and then you go, "Oh my god, there's $1,000 in here," and it was like $1,000 from like the rents I had been paying you, or more than that. Maybe it was like $1,200.
That's awesome.
Just sitting around. The kind of guy that didn't desperately
Paul hates
need
it. Oh, I need that
kind
money
of
too.
money.
Paul,
No, but back then
I didn't. That was probably 2012 when my life was great and I went on vacations and had a car that worked right. Mm-hmm. It's funny how you take for granted just simple things. Like most people go on a vacation every year.
Can't open it.
Most people take for granted the quality of this professional podcast, the audio, granted, and then also. Most people, even just regular working class people who have a normal job, go on some sort of a vacation.
Yeah.
I don't do that ever. I try to go on little mini road trips around California for like the weekend, but like it's nice to go on a for real week vacation. The last time I did that, sometimes I go for Christmas, but I don't think Christmas counts. It shouldn't count. I guess it does count, but like that's only 1 week in the entire year. You should have at least 1 week in the summer or spring, and then 1 week for winter. It'd be nice to go on another long vacation. So maybe if I find
a fancy meal too, we have it on ice.
If I find a bunch of cash in a pocket, maybe I could go on another vacation. Maybe you'll find a bunch of cash in your Patreon after this great new episode.
Oh, maybe.
This groundbreaking episode. Oh, I gotta tell you one more thing.
Well, we're gonna have to cut to a commercial.
Oh, we running out of time?
In about 30 seconds.
We should cut to it now because this is a good story. I don't want to hold my tongue too long. Go to the sponsors.
Reach for a better tasting Raisin Bran.
Reach for the stripes, come on, reach for the stripes and get the best taste, Raisin Nut Bran.
Today, people are reaching past Kellogg's and Post for the best tasting Raisin Bran. Raisin Nut Bran has juicy raisins rolled in crushed almonds and big, crispier flakes.
Reach for the stripes, come on, reach for the stripes and get the best taste, Raisin Nut Bran.
Reach for America's best tasting Raisin Bran.
And we're back. And I got
Well,
my water.
I can reveal my surprise. I also divulged this evening.
Divulge.
I never use the right word.
Indulge?
Indulged.
Does divulge even a word? I don't think it's a word.
Divulge is like, tell me more details.
No, to divulge.
Divulge the truth.
You're talking about deviating from the topic.
It's one of those words that no one really knows, but you understand what they mean.
Digress.
No,
That's
no.
what you're
I
trying
meant
to
to say, I'm farting as I'm speaking. I meant to say indulge, but divulge, I always think as like dive in.
Divulge.
Dive into the treat. Yes, indulge.
Well, you are a moron, I guess. So.
Let me divulge as I indulge. I got a garbage cereal for dessert. I used to like Captain Crunch, and then I tried it a few years ago, and it like hurt my mouth. Like the taste of it kind of just like bothered my mouth.
Because it's probably full of chemicals and it's burning.
But I wanted to try again because I really like the berries. I almost got just berries, where it's all berries, but I think I needed the actual Captain Crunch to counteract a little. It could be too much berries.
This is a fun one because you get to do all kinds of fun games. Oh, kind of.
They really get you with cereal boxes, all the fun activities they have on them.
I hate there's no toys.
And they stopped doing that.
I may have mentioned this before, actually.
Probably good though, because it's not wasting plastic anymore.
One of my favorite toys was that soggy guy from the Captain Crunch. Remember?
The glow in the dark one.
I think he glowed.
Yeah, he did.
I love that guy. He was my friend. Just like this guy. He's
Roger
my friend,
Barr
too.
is a professional in regards to all the 80s cereals and the toys that they came with.
Oh, really?
He has boxes of like Count Chocula, all the old stuff.
I think
and he
I
has
saw
all the
some of that.
toys
I
too. He like saves them all.
With the toys inside, unopened.
I think he has a bunch of them. Yeah.
What if he has a soggy one?
That's why I'm hanging on to those Ecto cooler cans I have, and I also have the Mario cereal from last winter. I have the Mario boxes. I have the New Day WWE cereal. I'm keeping all these in case in like 10 years they're worth something. Then I can go on another vacation to Bora Bora with my winnings. My
Probably
earnings.
more like 30 years.
We were talking
I watched
about.
a YouTube video once about a guy opening soups from the 80s. Like corn of cream chowder and all this stuff.
What did it look like?
It was all like congealed and there was like water content separated from like the gelatinous substance
He
of
didn't eat it, did he?
I don't think he did.
There's a video.
It's really like it's like everything is on YouTube. Everything.
There's a video of some kid drinking an OK soda, an original one. He opened it and drank it.
Like current
I
day.
think it was just really flat. Yeah.
Do you know that
A few years ago.
as far as I know, some of the only best photographic evidence of OK Soda is in that Waiting for Guffman movie. In that show, in that movie, in the gym scene, there's an OK Soda machine
Yeah.
specifically there.
They must have shot it in Northeast because that's where
They always shoot, yeah. It must be
New York
Pennsylvania or something.
Because they only really had them up there. OK Soda was amazing. It was such a cool brand. They were like cooler than other brands. Things they did, the hotline and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The weird ads.
I used to call that after school. I used to look forward to calling that number after school.
I just want to tell a story before I forget. When we were talking about finding money, the most recent time that happened was when Charlene was here paying rent. She was Venmoing me, and I didn't know I had to put it into my bank account after. So for months, she was paying me, and I went in my Venmo, and I saw I had $5,000 in there. I was like, what the heck is this? It was so...
She's just been paying her portion of the rent.
Huh? She had been.
You had been. Like,
I've
unintentionally.
been paying her rent and I didn't know it because I didn't have the money in my bank
I
account.
thought it was going into your account.
So it was like, oh my gosh, I actually had $5,000 more dollars than I had. So then I had $5,400 in the bank. It was great.
Moron. Only a moron can achieve something like that.
I'm thinking about other things. I'm thinking about editing and acting, doing great characters.
Yeah, really.
When I was auditioning
Really
for the Joker,
studying those characters.
I was auditioning for the Joker for years, and it came down to me and Joaquin, and it was just, I guess it's better for him because he could really use the part, and I'm doing pretty good online.
Just
So
give it to him. Just give it to him.
yeah,
I'm
this is pretty good. I'm really enjoying this Captain Crunch.
Is it good?
I
don't
think-
like the berry kind.
I
of thing.
truly love honey, whatever it's called. I truly
Cheerios?
love that raisin stuff that I was just eating. I don't even know the name.
Raisin Up brand.
Raisin Nut Brand. I love it. This definitely tastes better in my mouth.
Really?
It's just junk.
It's
It
just
tastes-
sugar.
it tastes good.
How much sugar is in that?
Oh yeah, we should check that.
These pops had
Oh my gosh.
8 grams of sugar.
This only has 16 grams.
It says total sugar is 8 grams, includes 8 grams of added sugar. So it's all just added sugar.
Wait a
None of
second,
it's natural. How much?
This has 16 grams of sugar. But what is this cereal alone? Oh, with
Because
2/3 cup of
Dairy milk has sugar.
dairy milk. Oh, so it's 25 grams with normal garbage milk. But my milk hopefully has
My
less.
milk's unsweetened.
This only has 10 grams of sugar. The
10
rice
grams of
milk.
sugar?
That's low.
Mine's unsweetened.
Does that have 0 grams?
Why is there so much sugar in this?
How much is in this? This has 1 gram of sugar.
It has not. It doesn't have a gram.
It has
It says
sugar.
less than 1 gram.
Oh, less than a gram.
It's unsweetened. There's no sugar. They don't add any sugar. This has. It must be from the brown rice. Rice has
Well, rice sugar is not that bad for you.
sugar. Explode person.
It's probably the only sugar I have all day.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying that there's sugar in there. I was surprised. You should get the unsweetened kind. They make an unsweetened. I can't eat sweetened.
I don't
rice.
even make unsweetened
It
rice
tastes
milk.
gross.
Rice milk is
This
the one I
has-
like because it's not thick and milky.
But when I make my most powerful beverage on earth, I use this unsweetened coconut too. And one time I had to I bought a sweetened one.
Your
it tasted
smoothie?
so bad. Yeah, my most powerful beverage on earth. Not a smoothie.
I think my smoothie is the most powerful beverage.
I don't
on
make a
earth.
smoothie. I don't even use that word. Yeah, but that's per serving.
Oh, yeah,
And a
you-
serving, how many? 16 or 14?
16.
per serving, and I bet you a serving is 3/4 of a cup.
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
I don't know.
So you have 2 servings in there for sure.
Probably.
So you have 24 grams of sugar.
I'm never gonna eat this whole bottle.
No, 32. 32 grams.
This is probably the last bowl I'll have. Oh no.
Oh, weird.
What happened?
I didn't mute it, but it's funny that I just started doing that now. Let's pray we don't have that echo issue that I had to deal with last time. Last time I figured it out, but oh god.
I'm eating this just for this special episode.
Yeah, I know.
What will happen on next week's episode?
Just giving the people what they want. They want to hear people talk about food and reviews of it. My review of Pops is that it wasn't as sugary as I remember it once being, but it may be because I ate a box of Apple Jacks before that is super sugary as well.
One thing I wanted to do on an episode, if we're going to do special things, I want to talk about a movie. We should watch a cool movie that most people haven't seen, and then we could watch a movie that people have seen, like
I'm in the middle of watching a movie that nobody's probably ever seen.
You're probably the only one. Every movie you watch every night on the Criterion Channel is you're the only one that's ever seen it.
Like,
you and the director.
Shepard's watching them.
I think we should watch The Joker and talk about that. I already seen it. You haven't seen it. And I think we should watch a cool film that most people don't know of.
I don't care. I'll do that.
We could talk about both of them in the
This is a show of anything goes.
This is a show where it doesn't know what the heck it wants to be.
Of Temple of Doom. Anything goes.
Basically, Seth and I just don't want to get bored doing this, so we're gonna spice it up and do different things.
Molasses, and then corn and sugar, and corn syrup, and then it has 2% or less of hydrogenated coconut, soybean, cottonseed oil.
I have a bunch of props I have to buy tomorrow. Ugh.
And then it says annatto extract color. I've never seen that word, annatto.
Annatto?
A-N-N-A-T-T-O.
Annatto.
I don't know what that is.
We gotta get that vending machine again.
Vitamin minerals, B12, good for vegetarians and vegans alike.
We could get the vending machine, but we don't eat any of the stuff that goes in it, so we could like...
That's a naughty.
That's
a naughty.
We could
fill it with a naughty evening as well.
Yeah, we could fill it with carrot sticks and stuff.
No one's gonna ever eat it.
What we could just do is get another soda machine and then fill it with just like water and stuff and like juice cans and stuff. I do feel bad. I feel a little bad about.
You had that soda machine before. I put the stevia ones or whatever they were.
I know that was a junky soda machine. We need one that works.
I like that
better.
You
need like a small '80s one that works way better. That one would get jammed.
Yeah,
and the sodas would break.
That one wasn't too big though. It was '80s. It was small.
The Pepsi one I originally got was smaller than that one.
Oh yeah.
But then I got the 7-Up one because it functioned. The Pepsi one didn't work. It just I got it at that arcade auction.
Just for purely
because it was like
pleasure.
$50.
Oh really?
I was gonna use it in a Keith video as a background at this auction called Captain's Arcade Auctions.
It was fun having that soda machine because then when we had like Royal Rumble,
the sound of the sodas coming out is so cool.
Yeah.
But I would like to get another soda machine.
So heavy, heaviest thing you probably ever purchased.
That thing was incredibly heavy. Where did that go? Did someone buy that?
I thought you sold it to someone.
I think someone did buy that.
Someone bought the vending machine.
I mean, they're all gone, so someone must have bought them.
The soda machine.
Someone must have purchased
Someone take it to like their office or something.
I don't remember who bought that. I can remember who bought most of the games, but I don't remember. I remember who bought F-Zero. Some lucky people.
I know what I keep forgetting to say. If anybody wants to write into the podcast and has anything they wants to read on air, you can write to the P.O. Box. P.O. Box.
Handwritten letter or hand-typed letter.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be physical either way.
It has to be paper. Don't mail your iPad with a note on it.
But if you have any questions or comments or stories you want us to share, don't make it too long. It has to be like, short. Less than a page.
It'd be fun to have handwritten letters.
P.O. Box.
Open the envelope.
114, Verdugo City, California. I think it's 91048. You can look it up, Verdugo City.
I have it right here.
Well, we're about to run out of time, so we'd like to thank you all for tuning in and enjoying this very special episode of
91046.
91
P.O. Box 114, Verdugo City, California 91046.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have. Producers are telling me we ran out of film.
Sorry, producer.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.